Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simple English Learning. I'm so glad you're here with me today. Have you ever felt like a grammar prisoner? You want to say something in English, but your brain is so busy checking all the rules. Is this the right verb tense? Is this a conditional sentence? Am I using the correct preposition? You're so focused on being perfect that you can't just speak naturally. You feel stuck, stressed, and afraid to make a mistake. The truth is, many of us have been taught that grammar is the most important part of learning a language. We've spent countless hours studying rules, memorizing exceptions, and doing exercises. But when it's time to have a real conversation, all of that knowledge just disappears. Today, I want to tell you a secret. You don't need to know all the grammar rules to speak English fluently. In fact, focusing too much on them can actually slow you down. This episode is about the grammar myth. Learn how to speak without rules. We're going to challenge the idea that perfect grammar is the key to communication. I'm going to share a different, more natural approach that will help you let go of the fear and start speaking confidently, just like a native speaker. So, let's break free from the grammar rules and start talking. Part 1. The problem with the grammar first approach. Think about how you learned your first language, your native language. Did you sit down with a grammar book and study verb conjugations? Of course not. You learned by listening, by repeating, and by making mistakes. You learned by using the language to communicate. The rules came much later, after you were already a confident speaker. The grammar first approach is a bit like trying to learn to ride a bicycle by reading a book about physics. You can know all the theories, all the formulas, but you will never truly learn until you get on the bike and start pedaling. When you focus on rules, you are thinking like a student taking a test, not like a person having a conversation. Conversations are fast and spontaneous. You don't have time to think about a rule before you speak. You need to react instantly. So, what's the solution? We need to change our focus from the rules to the patterns. Part 2. The pattern-based approach, speaking with your ears. Think of a language not as a set of rules, but as a series of sounds and patterns. You've listened to English, right? You've heard native speakers say, "I went to the store," many times. You've heard, "I am happy." You've heard these patterns so often that they sound natural to you, even if you don't know the exact grammar rule behind them. The key to speaking without rules is to train your ear to recognize these patterns and to get your mouth used to saying them. This is how children learn, and it's the most natural way for you to learn as well. Here's how you can do it. Method 1. Listen and repeat. Choose a short clip of English audio that you love. It could be from a movie, a TV show, a song, or even a podcast like this one. Listen to a short sentence or two, and then pause and repeat it. For example, listen to the sentence, "What are you doing this weekend?" Don't think about the grammar. Just listen to the sound. Repeat it out loud. Try to copy the sound, the rhythm, and the intonation of the native speaker. Do this again and again. By doing this, you're training your brain to see that "what are you doing" is a single sound pattern, not 3 separate words that need grammar rules. Your mouth will start to say it naturally without you having to think. Method 2. The chunking method. Instead of memorizing single words, start memorizing chunks of language. A chunk is a group of words that are often used together. Instead of memorizing the word sorry, memorize the chunk "I am so sorry." Instead of memorizing thank you, memorize "thank you so much" or "thank you for your help." Instead of memorizing goodbye, memorize "see you later" or "have a great day." These chunks are like ready-made phrases. You don't need to build them from individual words and grammar rules. You just need to pull them from your memory and use them. Native speakers do this all the time. They don't think "I need to use the past tense of go," which is went. They just say, "I went to the store." It's a single chunk of information in their brain. Part 3. Embracing the good enough attitude. So, what about mistakes? We will still make them, and that's perfectly okay. The goal of communication is not to be perfect. It's to be understood. I want you to change your mindset from "I need to be perfect" to "I need to be understood." Think of a conversation like a dance. If you try to think about every single step before you move, you will fall. But if you focus on the rhythm and the flow, you can dance and have fun, even if you make a few small missteps. When you make a grammar mistake, it's not a failure. It's proof that you are using the language. It's a natural part of the learning process. And guess what? Most of the time, the other person will still understand you completely. They will be happy that you are making the effort to communicate. Let go of the fear. Speak up, be brave. It's much better to say something with a few small mistakes than to say nothing at all. Putting it all together. Your new English speaking plan, so there you have it. The secret to speaking English with confidence. It's not about memorizing more rules. It's about changing your approach. Stop focusing on grammar rules. Instead, focus on listening to and repeating natural English patterns. Start memorizing chunks of language. Learn phrases, not just individual words. Embrace the good enough attitude. Your goal is to be understood, not to be perfect. This approach will feel more like playing and less like studying. It's more fun, more natural, and much more effective. Your brain and your mouth will work together to produce fluent English automatically, without all the stress of thinking about rules. Thank you so much for joining me today on Simple English Learning. I hope this episode gives you the freedom and courage to start speaking more today. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep being a confident English speaker.